Good morning. We are opening up our conference committee here Wednesday, April 24th in conference room 229 at the state capitol. It's 9:45 a.m. We are opening up on House Bill 2453 relating to water infrastructure. On behalf of the House, it's myself, Lowen, Poipoi as co-chairs, managers Mizuno and Ward.
And for the Senate, it's myself as chair, co-chair Senator Lee, and co-chair Senator Rhodes.
Okay, Senator, I think we have agreement on our conference draft, and we have money release, so we're good to vote on this. We have a vote sheet.
And we have quorum.
And we have quorum. Wow, the stars have aligned.
I know.
Okay, perfect. So why can't I find? I see one. Okay, so the purpose of this measure is to authorize the state to transfer federal capitalization grant funds between the Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund and the Drinking Water Treatment Revolving Loan Fund in accordance with federal regulations. It also will require the Department of Health to submit an annual report to the legislature on the transfers between the Drinking Water Treatment Revolving Loan Fund and Water Pollution Control Revolving Fund, and it will require the department to report to legislature that all the transfers are in compliance with federal law. So basically, we took the Senate Draft 2, we clarified the reporting requirement will be annual and that they have to say it complies with federal law, and then we put a good effective date on it,
July 1, 2024.
July 1, 2024. Okay, so the recommendation of the committee is voting on House Bill 2453, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 2. Recommendation is to pass with amendments. I vote aye. Co-chair Lowen?
Aye.
Co-chair Poipoi?
Aye.
Manager Mizuno is excused. Manager Ward is excused. May I take the vote for the Senate?
Yes, please.
Thank you. Chair San Buenaventura?
Aye.
Co-chair Lee?
Aye.
Co-chair Rhodes?
Aye.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. We're adjourned.
Welcome everyone to our reconvening conference committee meeting here at conference room 229. It is 10 a.m. Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, for the purpose of considering HB 2365 HD1 SD1 relating to transit-oriented development planning. What this bill does is it replaces the Director of Law Enforcement with the Director of Corrections and Rehabilitation on the Hawaii Interagency Council for Transit-Oriented Development. On the House side, we have co-chairs Tarnas and Chun, and conferees Takayama and Souza.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. For the Senate conferees on HB 2365, House Draft 1, SD1, myself, Senator Inoue as chair, Senator Kanuha, co-chair, and Elefante and Favela members.
Thank you very much. I would like to propose that we pass out a conference draft that includes your language from the SD1 and inserts an effective date upon approval.
Okay, Senate agrees.
Thank you. May I take the vote at this time?
Please, thank you.
Great. So on House Bill 2365 HD1 SD1, I've described what the purpose is. Recommendation of the House and Senate managers is to pass with amendments. Chair Tarnas votes aye. Co-chair Chun?
Aye.
Representative Takayama?
Aye.
Representative Souza?
Aye.
And may I take the vote for the
Please.
Senate?
Thank you.
Chair Inouye?
Aye.
Co-chair Kanuha?
Aye.
Senator Elefante?
Aye.
And Senator Favela is excused. We have a bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There be no further business before this. We are adjourned.
morning, we're convening our conference committee meeting here Wednesday, April 24th at 10:15 a.m. in Conference Room 229 at the State Capitol. First, opening up on House Bill 2471 relating to inspections on public land. On behalf of the House, it's myself, Tarnis Poipoi as co-chairs, and managers Takayama and Souza.
Thank you, Chair. For the Senate conferees on HB 2471, Senate Draft 2, myself, Chair Inoue, co-chairs Rhodes and Aquino, members Elefante and Favela.
Okay, Senator, on this one, I'm still waiting to hear back from the department on the proposed conference draft. Would it be okay if we meet on this bill tomorrow, the 25th at 10:15 in this room, Conference Room 229?
Senate agrees.
Okay, thank you.
The next up is SB 2182, House Draft 2, relating to ocean stewardship. For the House, the Senate, sorry about that, this is an SB. Senate conferees, myself, Chair Inoue, Senators Wakai, Elefante, and member, that's co-chairs, member Favela.
On behalf of the House, it's myself, Poipoi as co-chairs, managers Ayu, Garrett, and Souza.
Okay, it seems like we're able to vote on this measure. We have WEM release. I understand you have FIN release as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, all right, let's proceed then, members. This is SB 2182 relating to ocean stewardship. And this is, it allows the Department of Land and Natural Resources to amend the the Ocean Stewardship User Fee, Ocean Stewardship Special Fund, and extension of the sunset date as well. It amends the persons required to collect the Ocean Stewardship User Fee, extends the sunset date of the Steward Special Fund to January to effective upon approval. Okay, and if it's all right with the House members, can we continue with voting?
Yes, we agree.
On this measure?
Thank you.
For the Senate, Chair Inoue votes aye, Co-Chair Wakai.
Yes.
Okay, Co-Chair Elefante.
Aye.
Okay, Member Favela is excused, and may I continue to take the House votes?
Yes, please.
Okay, Co-Chair Ichiyama.
Aye.
Okay, Co-Chair Poipoi.
Aye.
Okay. Member Ayu.
Aye.
Okay, Member Garrett. Excused? Is Member Garrett excused?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and Member Souza.
Aye.
Okay, we have a bill. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you very much, Senator. Would you like me to put the time for you? 10:20?
Thank you. Okay. Are we ready for the next one? Oh, okay. Oh, she's a quick, okay. Thank you. We have a quorum. Okay, shall we proceed then with SB 3157, Senate Draft 2, House Draft 2, and this is relating to direct negotiation for public land leases. For the Senate conferees, myself, Senator Inoue as chair, co-chair Senator Decoit, member Elefante.
Thank you. On behalf of the House, it's myself, Tarnis Nishimoto as co-chairs, managers Todd and Souza.
Okay, we have release on this measure as well. Is that okay?
Yes, we do.
To continue with the vote then.
Yes.
We will take a vote on SB 3157, and this is relating to public land leases, direct negotiation, and commercial use, industrial use as well. This authorizes disposition of public land leases by direct negotiation for commercial or industrial use on parcels of up to 5 acres. And the date will continue to perfect the date upon approval. The votes for the Senate on SB 3157, Chair Inoue goes aye, Co-Chair DeCoit. Aye. Okay. And Member Elefante.
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Shall I continue to do the votes for the House?
Yes, please.
Co-Chair Ichiyama.
Aye.
Okay. Co-Chair Tarnas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Nishimoto.
Aye.
Okay. Member Todd.
Aye.
Okay. And Member Souza.
Aye.
Okay. We have a bill. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator.
Okay, let's proceed with the last but not least on the Wednesday's agenda, which is SB 1258, Senate Draft 2, House Draft 2. And this is relating to the Department of Land and Natural Resources with regards to Kaena Point State Park, Mapua, and Keavala. Keaula. Okay, there's a correction need to on the spelling. The Senate conferees are myself, Chair Inoue, Co-Chair Shimabukuro, Elefante, and Favela members.
Thank you. On behalf of the House, it's myself and Keela as co-chairs, managers Poipoi and Souza.
Okay. With this measure, we do have WAM release. However,
Shucks, we do not have finance
Okay.
release yet.
let's roll this over then, if it's agreeable with you, for tomorrow, which is 4/25, April 25th at 10:15 in room 229.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Then this concludes the 10:15 agenda in room 229. Thank you. Okay, good morning. This is Wednesday's agenda, April 24th in room 229. It's 10:20's agenda. Welcome for those of you who weren't here earlier. And for those of you, we thank you for staying with us. SB 3153, Senate Draft 2, House Draft 1, relating to the dam and appurtenance improvement or removal grant program. For the Senate, the conferee, Senator Inoue as chair, co-chair DeCoit, and members Elefante and Favela.
Thank you. On behalf of the House, it's myself and Poipoi as co-chairs, managers Kahaloa, Morikawa, and Souza.
Okay, and for this measure, we have not gotten any release from WAM, similar to FEN.
We have not received release
Let's
yet.
roll this measure over to tomorrow, April 25th at 10:15 a.m. in room 229.
Thank you, Senator.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, opening up on House Bill 2690 relating to water. On behalf of the House, it's myself, Aloan, Tarnas, Poipoi as co-chairs, managers Ayu, Keela, and Ward.
Thank you for HB 26 90, HD 2, Senate Draft 1, Senate conferees, myself as chair, and we have co-chairs, Gabbard, Wakai, and Rhodes.
Okay, thank you, Senator. I think we are still far apart on this one. The House position would be to go back to the House Draft 2. I understand the Senate would prefer to go with some other version of the Senate Draft 1 to keep in the Part 2 language and the provisions regarding the State Water Code and seaworm. I understand we're so far apart on this one, but I am willing to meet tomorrow at 10:15 if you would like to, or we can defer. I leave it up to you, Chair.
Okay, I think it's good that we can roll it out to tomorrow,
Okay?
but at this point in time, I'd like to make a few comments.
Okay.
Okay. And for the members of the conference committee as well, there are the measures that I believe need to be clarified. And this is the Senate's position. HB 2690 has been my top priority this session. And I'm committed to negotiating with the House until we achieve a meaningful compromise. The Attorney General's office deeply shamed our state when one of its deputies lied to the Supreme Court after the Lahaina fires, saying stream restoration in East Maui undermined the firefighting efforts. My office has received so many phone calls and emails about how outrageous and unacceptable this situation is. How can we look at our constituents in the eye if we do not grant the Water Commission the simple request that most other state agencies have? The opportunity to hire an attorney when needed? We should not walk away from this table without taking action to address one of the most shameful acts of the state's Attorney General. Mind you, is that the same Attorney General's office that is trying to tell us that the amendments in Part 2 are not germane. I do not trust them on this. We all know that these amendments are germane because many of them passed through this legislature last session in the context of the Red Hill crisis. That another crisis have struck the water supply in Lahaina only further underscores the urgency of passing this measure this session. We know the amendments in Part 2 are germane to the original bill because they fit within the bill title relating to water and seek to remedy problems we identified last session after assessing the response to the Red Hill issue, like the need for the Water Commission to have emergency authority and increased penalties. That these problems are not unique to Red Hill only adds to the urgency of passing this measure in the most complete form possible. These problems will continue to happen if we do not act now. I have reviewed the department's testimony and concerns about this measure, and they are minimal. They support or other comments on all of the amendments except Section 12, and we can work through that together if we negotiate in good faith. I have already agreed to Chair Ichiyama's only requested amendment in the CD1, moving the VI positions back to BLNR's chair's office. To the conference committee members, just to keep up with you, the speaker was successful last night in including the $750,000 for the positions. However, to receive the federal dollars, which is important in Section 2, the special fund is in Part 2 of the seaworm bill. In the meantime, if we negotiate and continue to next year, where are the federal dollars going to? So we'll lapse the 1 year. We are not far apart. I am hopeful that we can work together and pass out a bill that is constitutional, satisfies the department and addresses the long-standing pressing needs to reform the Water Commission. Ulai Ikepai. So we'll roll
Senator,
over.
if you don't mind?
Sure.
I'd like to say something. I would like to share your sentiment that I hope that we can get to something that everybody can agree on and will be constitutional. Absolutely, I would love to get to that point. You know, I will never forget the Sunday after Thanksgiving of November 2021, when I began in the morning to receive frantic calls from my constituents because our Safeway in Salt Lake was completely out of bottled water. And it was because at that time, jet fuel, JP5, had entered into the Navy's water system, serving 93,000 military families as well as Hawai'i residents here on Oahu. I think part one is incredibly important. I agree with you that the special fund is also important, and I would really like to be able to move forward with section part one regarding Red Hill, especially given the long-term remediation that we know will need to take place if we are going to have a safe drinking water source here on Oahu.
And I understand your position, but we certainly disagree on the AG's reading on the League of Women Voters decision. And either way, the defect is easily cured by having the amendments read 3 times in each chamber. And the Senate President agrees, but the Speaker could easily do the same as well. But just for our information that I received today, right now, there's no water in Kaua Hula Stream on Maui. Water was cut off this morning, and the kuleana and other true domestic uses have zero water to fulfill their household and other needs, even though they are supposed to have priority under the water code. Situations like this emphasize the importance of the amended penalty provision in the CD1. With that said, members, and just to review, the Senate agrees to roll this over tomorrow and see what we can come up with. Hopefully the House will tend to revisit this issue as well. And let's make this pono. We'll roll this over, and we agree
Yes.
to your date tomorrow. Is that it, correct?
Tomorrow, April 25th at 10:50 in conference room 229.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And last on our agenda, HB 2361, HD1, SD1.
Thank you.
Relating to the Hawaii Community Development Authority. I think we have agreed upon language in the original CD1 that I provided that does not make the appropriation for the positions, because the positions were included in the budget last night.
Your conferees.
Oh, yes, thank you. We have myself, Poi Poi, Tarnis, Kila co-chairs, and Garrett Ichiyama Souza as managers.
Okay. For the Senate conferees on HB 2361, Senate Draft 1, myself, Senator Inoue as chair, Senators co-chairs Moriwaki and Rhodes, and Favela as member. We did receive WEM release.
Okay, I'm just waiting for clarification from Finn on making sure they received the right draft, because I sent 2 different drafts to them, but if we can roll till tomorrow as well.
Okay. Senate agrees.
Thank you. 10:15 on 425 in conference room 229. And we are adjourned.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we are opening up on our Wednesday, April 24th, 10:30 a.m. agenda here in conference room 229. We are opening up first on House Bill 2467, relating to rent credits for demolition and infrastructure costs on public land leases. For the House, it's myself, Tarnis Nishimoto as co-chairs, managers Chun, Takayama, and Souza.
Okay, the Senate conferees on HB 2467, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 1, myself, Chair Inoue, Co-Chair Aquino, members Elefanti and Favela.
Thank you. For this one, I think we are still waiting for Money Committee release. We do not have finance release on our side. Would it be okay to move this to tomorrow, April 25th at 10:15 in conference room 229?
Senate agrees, and we did receive WAM release on this for your information.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you. So we'll meet tomorrow, the 25th, 10:15 and 229.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
For House Bill 2478 HD1 SD1, we have myself, Tarnis, and Keela as co-chairs, Ichiyama Souza as members.
The Senate conferees on HB 2478, House Draft 1, Senate Draft 1, Chair Inoue, Co-Chair Gabbard, members Elefanti and Favela.
Thank you, Senator. And this is relating to the Pacific Marine Fisheries Compact. So we do have our agreed upon draft, which the change was on the SD1, page 11, lines 6 to 9 now read, provided that at least one commissioner shall be a practitioner of an expert in traditional and customary Native Hawaiian cultural fishing practices and serve as a representative of such on the commission. And then we also changed the defective date to add an effective date upon approval. Okay, and we do have finance release for this one today, so we can vote.
We surely can.
Okay.
There's no response from WAM because they're not on this measure. So we're okay.
Okay, so I'll just read the description of the bill. This bill authorizes the governor to execute a compact on behalf of the state to cooperate in the Pacific States Marine Fisheries Commission and establishes procedures for selection and succession of the commissioners. Okay. Is it okay if I proceed with the vote?
Sure, thank you.
Okay, we are voting on HB 2478, HD1, SD1 with amendments. Okay, so I'll start with the House. Co-Chair Poipoi votes aye. Co-Chair Tarnis?
Aye.
Co-Chair Keela?
Aye.
Manager Ichiyama?
Aye.
Manager Souza?
Aye.
Okay, may I take the
Please,
vote
thank
for
you.
the Senate? Thank you. Senator Inoue, Chair?
Aye.
Senator Gabbard, Co-Chair? Senator Elefanti?
Aye.
Senator Favela? Excused?
Excused.
Okay, and we have a bill.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, and next
We can put our folders in the POW
Yeah.
bucket.
Okay. HB 1925, HD2 SD1 relating to the Hawaii State Planning Act. We have myself, Poipoi and Keela co-chairs, and Chun Ichiyama Souza as managers.
The Senate conferees on HB 1925, House Draft 2, Senate Draft 1, myself as chair, co-chair Lee, members Elefanti and Favela.
Okay, thank you. And
And this measure, the Senate has release on this.
okay, I believe we have release as well. Yes, we do.
You do.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
1925.
Thanks, Brendan, for staying.
I got this.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So this is relating to the Hawaii State Planning Act, and we have an agreed upon CD1. We just needed funding released to insert the amounts into the bill.
Okay, Senator Grease.
Okay, so we have approval to add one FTE in the amount of 75,000 with A funds, and then 225,000 for administration of the task force, also in A funds, and for 300,000 total appropriation for the bill. And we're gonna affect the date July 1st, 2024.
So happy that we finally can add to OPSD to do this state planning act. And just an aside, I was in the original state policy council that approved this during Governor Ariyoshi's time. And we kept, when was that? 1980, early 1980s. Actually, it started in 1979. So we're happy. Got some work to do. Okay. You weren't born yet.
Okay.
All right, we're ready for the vote.
And just to read the description, this bill establishes the Hawaii State Planning Act Phase 2 Task Force within the Office of Planning and Sustainable Development and makes an appropriation. And I will move with a vote. Okay, voting for the House, HB 1925 HD2 SD1, voting on the CD1. Chair, myself votes aye. Rep. Keela, co-chair.
Aye.
Rep. Chen. Rep. Ichiyama.
Aye.
Rep. Souza.
Aye.
Okay, may I take the vote for the Senate?
Please.
Senator Inoue, co-chair.
Aye.
I'm chair. Senator Lee, co-chair.
Aye.
Senator Elefante.
Aye.
Senator Favela.
Excuse.
Okay. Okay, and we have a bill.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Adjourned.
Hey, good morning and welcome. This is our 10:40 a.m. Tuesday. What day is today? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's 10:40. We're in 229, SB 2922 SD2 HD3. It's what we're convening on for the Senate. Myself as chair, Dela Cruz and Rhodes co-chair, OWA member.
On behalf of the House, it's myself, Loan Sayama Tarnis Yamashita, as co-chairs, managers Keela, Miyake, and Ward.
We are in receipt of your proposed conference draft. Thank you for sending it over. Many moving pieces, lots to go through. And so I would like to recommend that we reconvene on this measure tomorrow in this room at 10:40 a.m.
April 25th.
April 25th.
Perfect.
Is that Thursday?
That would be Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
We're adjourned.
Conference meeting today for Wednesday, April 24th, 10:50. First bill up, Senate Bill 2951 relating to East Kauai irrigation system on behalf of the Senate. Myself as chair, Hashimoto as co-chair, and Favela as member.
Thank you. On behalf of the House, it's myself, Morikawa, as co-chairs, and managers Poipoi and Souza.
So, based on yesterday's budget approval, it looks like we have the insertion of the 750,000 and the 3 full-time positions for East Kauai irrigation system. We're in agreement. With that being said, wish to defer this measure indefinitely.
Agree?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned.